All right, listen up, please. Again, today we're going to do some conversions that I'm really not expecting you to know. All right, but you are able to look up. Now, in the book, they do have all these conversions, but I just think it's better to just use your iPad to look at these conversions. All right, looks like we got some people charging their iPads, which is not a good sign. All right, try to remember, charge your iPads. All right, because you're going to have to look all this information up. All right, the other thing you're going to need definitely is your calculator. All right, so today is calculator day. All right, so pull out your calculator. All right, should give you, should be very, very easy day. Very easy. All right, I've got it right here up on the board. 5-4. We're going to do 1 through 30. And again, guys, I'm really trying to get it all done. All right. Now, I'm really feeling good about the first couple of them. I feel like you guys are smart enough to do them. All right? But let's take a look. For some reason, there are some kids who don't see the connection, so it's okay not to see the connection up front. That's why I'm trying to show you how you should be thinking about these problems. Is everybody with me? So we're going to read number 1. We're going to talk about it. And I need you to let me know if you're not seeing it the way I'm seeing it, because I want to show you how you should be thinking about the numbers. What? No. All right? So here we go for question number 1. Now, it's super important to pay attention because if you'll notice, the book is good because it goes through 1 through 9, and those are all the types of questions you're going to have to learn. And then if you can do 1 through 9, then you can do the rest of the work. All right, that's why it's important. If you don't know how to do number 1, we got to fix number 1 because it's going to come down in the assignment. You're going to have to do something very similar. All right, so here we go with question number 1 now. It says, in Brazil, about 20 acres of rainforest are destroyed each minute. At this rate, how much rainforest is destroyed per day? All right, so again, I have 20 acres every what? Every minute. Now the first thing you need to notice here is they're asking about what? Per day. Right? So we got to try to figure out how many minutes in a what? We have to figure out how many minutes there are in a day. All right, but before we figure out how many minutes are in a day, we should probably figure out how many minutes in a what? In an hour. And how many minutes in an hour? 60. Right? So on your calculator, you're doing 60. All right, now on your paper, I want you to put 20 acres per hour is equal to, 20 acres per minute is equal to how many acres per hour? Somebody tell me. How many acres per hour? Somebody said 120. Anybody else get 120? Now again, if it's 20 acres per minute, how many acres is it per hour? What would it be?
I keep trying to type in 20 acres times, but I always get these two little tiny numbers.
All right, let me see something. All right, because it's not really 120.
180? Yeah, 1,001. Yeah.
What is it?
1,200.
Yes, it is 1,200. All right, so I want everybody to put that down. So that's 1,200 acres per what? It's 1,200 acres per hour. All right, is everybody with me on that? All right. Now, that is the same as, now because we want it in days, we now have to say, well, how many hours are there in a day? 24, correct? So now I just multiply that by 24. And somebody tell me what that times 24 is. So we'd say 28,800 what? Acres per what? Per day. Now remember, you're supposed to tell me now if that is a problem. Anybody have any questions with that? All right, no problems. Yes.
So why would you go why wouldn't you just go from minutes?
You could, but we don't know how many minutes in a day, do we? Right? That's why we didn't do that. Now, you could tell me that there's 60 minutes an hour, so do this for me on your calculator. 60 times 24. That's how many minutes in a day. You with me? And now multiply that by 20. Now you with me? All right, same answer. All right, so here we go. Number 2. It says, Lexi can paint 5 yards in 1 hour. So I'm going to put 5 yards per hour. At this rate, how many inches does she paint per minute? Okay, now this is a little bit more challenging. Right? I need inches per what?
Yards.
I need inches per minute. Right now I have yards per what? Does everybody say I have yards per hour? So hold on a minute. Just listen to me, please. I need to convert hours to what? Minutes. Is everybody with me? So what I'm going to do now is I want you to write this down. So it could be 5 yards over 60 minutes. I want everybody to look at that and see if that's good. Does everybody see that? Any questions? Because why? 1 hour is equivalent to what? 60 minutes, right? Any questions? Now, the problem next is that I have yards. I need it in what? I need it in inches. So, does anybody remember how many inches is in a yard? How many inches in a yard? There are 36 inches in a yard. Everybody with me? So now, if I have 5 yards, please listen now, super important. If I have 5 yards, how many inches is that? That's what your calculator is for. Thank you. That gives me 180 inches in 60 minutes. Everybody okay with that? Anybody have any issues? All right. So now, what is 180 divided by 60? So that would be 3 inches per minute. 3 inches per minute. How did I get the 180? I got the 180 because we know that there are 36 inches in 1 yard. You with me? I wrote it right over here. 36 inches is to 1 yard. You with me? Now that's a good question. You ready? If I have 36 inches is 1 yard and I have 5 yards, so now on your calculator, just do 5 times 36. Okay, you're going to be so funny. All right, are you caught up with me now? Very good. Good for you. I could have. Right? Well, that's why I'm telling you the way I have this system worked out, to me it just makes more sense to do the division at the very end. Because I'm trying to do what? I'm trying to do inches and minutes, right? So what I do is I try to convert my yards to inches, and I try to convert my hours to minutes. And then at the end, I just divide them. I think that's the easiest way to do these problems. You with me? This is kind of tricky now, so that's why I need you asking me the questions. All right? And paying attention. You good? All right, I want everybody writing it down. All right, I'm trying to make it easy on you. All right, and I'm telling you the first one was kind of easy. The second one was the hard one. The second one was hard. So now I've got a problem. I'm trying to figure out how many, if I have 8 inches, how many centimeters? Everybody with me? So now I want everybody to take your iPad out, and you're supposed to tell me how many inches or how many centimeters, listen to me, how many centimeters is in 1 inch? How many centimeters are in 1 inch? Now, if you have somebody who's charging their iPad, you can kind of look on, I don't care.
It's 2.54.
So 2.5 what?
I'm sorry.
So everybody needs to write down on their paper 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeters. Do I expect you to know that?
No.
I do not expect you to know that. I expect you to be able to what?
Look it up.
Yeah, I expect you to look it up. What?
Do you want us to put the 2.54 or we just put 2.5?
2.54 because that's what they said. 2.54 inches is equal to 1 centimeter. Is everybody with me on this? Right? Anybody have any questions? All right. So now that I have 2.54, right? I have sorry guys. 2.54 centimeters is equal to 1 inch. Does everybody agree with that? So if I have 8 inches,
Would you do 2.54?
yes, thank you. What is it? So I want everybody to put down 20.32 centimeters. Now, once again, you have to be with me. You gotta stay with me on this. All right? Is everybody okay with that being 8 inches times 2.54? Agreed? All right. So now I'm looking for liters to gallon. So what I'm looking for is I'm trying to figure out 1 liter is equal to how many gallons? I need someone to look that up for me. 1 liter is.
Oh wait, I did. I looked it
1 liter is.
up. 3.785.
How much? 0.264. 1 liter is 0.264 gallons. Is that correct? Now again, I'm asking for verification. Some of you are like, well, someone else is looking it up, so I don't need to look it up. The problem is, you have to be careful how you look things up. Trust me. All right? Are you okay with that? Thomas, where is your iPad? Okay, so come up here and sit next to Diesel. And you guys, he's a nice kid. He'll be happy to, make sure you understand how to look something up. So that's where I'm saying you have to be careful. That's right. You're looking up 1 liter is how many gallons? That's what you're looking up. Is everybody with me on this? Now, if you look up gallons to liters, it's going to give you a different number. That's what I'm saying. You got to be careful. All right? So if you have 5 liters, what?
I got 1.32.
What's
1.32. I got 1.32.
Right, so you're just multiplying, correct? So if you're multiplying, you get what, Diesel? 1.32 gallons. Now, I'm not saying his right. I'm just asking for verification because I don't have the answers. All right? Now, if you got something different, we need to talk. You working? I mean it.
Yes.
All right, thank you. Make sure. All right, don't let them off the hook. Okay, so now 15 ounces, we're trying to convert that to grams. 15 ounces to grams. So remember, I just want to know 1 ounce is equal to how many grams? 1 ounce is equal to how many grams? Is that right? 28 point? So 28.35 grams. everybody happy with that?
What do you want? How many ounces?
Gram, I'm sorry. Gram. So again, I understand. A gallon is liquid. You with me?
That's what I looked at. How many ounces? 0.025. That's what I got.
Yeah, remember, you want 1 ounce equals grams.
How many ounces?
Oh, yeah. So what you do is you have it like this. And that's what I'm trying to say. It's important. You have 1 gram is how many ounces? You're looking up 1 ounce. You want to know what 1 ounce is.
Look up ounces today.
Do you see it now, right? All right. And so now, 15 ounces. So I have 15 ounces is equal to, tell me, 425 point what? 25 grams. Is everybody okay with this? All right. Okay.
Just use the one above that.
Well, you got to be careful now, because now we're saying 1 centimeter is equal to how many inches? You see what I mean? 0.394. Okay? So, tell me. Yes, ma'am. $9.456. Is everybody else okay with that? All right. Now, listen to me. If I'm telling you, you're going to make some mistakes if you're not doing it on your own. Just writing my answers down is not helpful. If you're not looking the information up, you're going to get confused a little bit. All right, because there's centimeters to inches and inches to centimeters. That's why some people got confused. All right, is everybody with me? I just think the conversions are very easy. I'm not asking you to know the conversions. I'm asking you to be able to what? Look up the conversions. All right? Now let's take a look at question number 7.
Mr. Shaw,
Yes.
for number 6, I got 7.536.
For an answer?
Yeah.
So do for me again on your calculator 24 times 0.394, just to make sure.
Oh, that's
Oh, maybe that's my mistake.
right.
Reading. Yeah.
That looks like
All right, I'm going to... That's my fault. You good?
Yeah.
All right. So now I have pints and liters. So I want you to write down 1 pint is equal to how many liters? Tell me. 0.473. Is everybody okay with this? Right. Remember what I keep saying. I'm going to keep harping on it. Lisa, will you let him every once in a while look something up? Thank you. And so, what do we got?
9 pints equal to 4.257 liters.
4 point. Say it again, please.
4.257 liters.
I'm happy.
Is it liters?
Well, remember, listen. Here's how I'm trying to get you to understand. I have 9 pints, right?
Oh, never mind.
So-
I was looking at the bottom one.
Okay, you're good then. I want 1 pint. You good? Okay, you gotta tell me. Justice, how are you doing today? All right, good. Thank you, Justice. All right, I'm looking at 3 meters. 3 meters is how many feet? Let me get somebody.
1 meter is 3 feet and 3.37 inches.
No, I want 1 meter is equal to just approximately how many?
Inches, sorry. Oh.
meters and feet. Hold on, he's got it in a second. Meters to feet. Everybody look it up. Let him look up meters to feet now. 3 point what?
3.37.
Is it?
Yeah, that's what I'm.
I got these.
It's 3.28084.
Yeah.
Look on the bottom of your chart. You see where it says meter and
Oh, yeah.
3 point what?
280.
Hold on, let Leighton tell me. 3 point
3.28084.
like this.
Mm.
1 meter is 3.28084
Yeah.
feet, approximately.
Yeah.
So if I have 3 meters, how many feet is that?
So would you just do 3 point, just multiply that by 3?
Yes, you would.
Oh, okay. I got 9.84252.
Okay, good. Sounds like we're getting better.
Yeah.
Sounds like we're getting better. Okay, now remember, I'm trying to tell some of you guys, Bradley, by the way, I appreciate it today. Excellent. All right. Concentrating, staying with me, knowing all the work. You can move ahead if you want. All right. Now, let's take a look at question number 9. All right. An elephant can eat up to 440 pounds. How many grams? All right. Sorry about that, guys. How many grams? All right. So I need to know what 1 pound is equal to how many grams again. Let me have somebody else. Justice.
453.592.
Say it again. 453.592.
592.
Does everybody agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 pound. LB is a pound. So 1 pound is 453.592 grams. And so if the elephant eats 440 pounds, that's equal to Justice how many grams?
199,538.
38, did you say?
48.
48?
That's what I got.
Bless you. All right, guys, Ian, I haven't heard from you today. How are you doing? You think you understand this? Carter, I know you got it.
Times it by 140.
Right, but listen, that's a good question, but what I want you to do is I want you to multiply it on your own and then compare it. If you didn't get the same answer, then you ask me. All right, some of you now, I'm trying to get you to understand, take a shot at it. What did he do? Even if you don't know what I did, she thought multiply. Well, multiply the two numbers. If they didn't come up, then you're wrong. Then you can ask. But don't be afraid to take a guess at what you think the answer is. Multiplying them out. Is everybody okay with this? Justice, you feeling good, right? Leighton, you're good, right? You're back in the game now, right? Diesel, no more problems from you. All right? Thomas, are you with me? You good? All right. Anybody else have any issue? Thomas, I'm sorry. This one. Issues mine. You're welcome. All right. Now, again, I'm feeling good. Right? Now, here is the only part of your assignment today. Outside of finishing all those. I want you to check your work. I'm not sure if some of you guys are checking your work. How many people are checking their work? Oh, wow. Okay, more than I thought. All right, so I'm happy with you guys.
Sometimes.
Very good. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Now look, and this is what I'm talking about too. Be smart. I'm not asking you to check every single one, right?
Yeah, I just do the
I'm just saying that, hey, I'm not sure, so you go to look those. All right, I wasn't sure. Now, listen, then what I want you to do is, let's do this for me. I want everybody to circle or put a note at the top, 23, 24, and let's do 13. 13, 23, and 24. Those are the ones I want you to for sure check. Everybody with me? Everybody's got to check those. And I want a big check sign on your paper, or I want it marked out as incorrect and changed. Does everybody hear what I'm saying? So what did I say? 13, 23, and 24. Those are the three that you have to check. All right, is everybody good? I think today's kind of easy. Do you agree? All right, so I prefer now just to let you knock it out on your own. Get busy.